Oh, hey, how you doing? Strangers on the bus, come on in. Don't mind him. He's been dormant like that for the past 3 days. Just try not to step on him. Welcome to the Sons of Apollo tour bus. I guess this is all part of something called Space Invaders or My Space Invaders or... Hey! Get up. We have company. Is it showtime? Just about.
Hello everybody, I am Ron Bumblefoot Thal of Sons of Apollo. This is my bandmate Jeff Scott Soto.
Howdy.
I was gonna say Buns of Apollo. It's a workout routine that we do every morning.
Yeah.
This is our home away from home. Yes, welcome. What can I tell you about it? It's a lovely bus. It's our first time on this bus. Well, it's our first time touring together as a band. A lot of times when you're touring, you end up having the same bus and the same driver's like, hey, great to see you again. First time, very interesting. There's always that thing of getting to know the bus, little stuff. There's some nice things on this bus. We have this great VCR player. You know, you could bring all the old VHS tapes, which is always good to have.
2018 and we still have VHS. What? It's a beautiful thing. We have what we call a ukulele or a maxi-lele.
Yeah. This thing is great having on the bus.
There are many sing-alongs that have occurred because of this.
Yeah, a lot of drummers playing guitar. What else? Oh, look, I didn't even notice that. See, getting to know the bus. They have guitar picks right there. That's what I need on my mic stand.
And look, they tell everybody that the CD is dead. No, not on this bus. We have CDs.
The entertainment often starts here. And then it continues to here.
Yeah. The TV's actually rarely on. If it's on, it's showing maybe the Weather Channel or something completely mind-numbing. We really don't watch much TV.
It might be on, but it's ignored.
Yeah, exactly.
What is this mess? What is this? Sorry.
I'm usually planted here, and I try to get here before our tour manager, because he kind of fills it up with printers.
We all tend to lie on the table together, we figure out a way, Tetris, human Tetris.
You weren't supposed to give that away. That's not for public consumption. Yeah, we this is kind of like the favorite spot because it faces forward. When the bus is driving, we really don't like to be facing backwards. It's kind of like sitting with your back turned in a restaurant. It's
the only table for people who need a table.
Right.
So whoever needs a table, they pretty much fight to the death over that seat, which is now occupied by my things that I'm going to bring in. These are called in-ears. Do you know why they're called in-ears?
They go in your
ear.
Oh, okay.
It's like that.
That's courtesy of our buddies at Fender.
Usually, yes, thank you, Fender. So, so I usually don't use in-ears. I just fly blind. But yeah, I gotta try these to hear what's going on.
Come over here and take a look at the fridge of Apollo. It's a pretty awesome sight, actually. When you think there's really nothing consumable outside of condiments.
Every morning I drink one of these to wake up. It's good. I love chai. What else do we have? Oh, and then every lunch I have one of these, the medium.
And this, my friend, is a very key and important component to a Sons of Apollo tour. This is called ginger beer. You mix this with vodka and it becomes a serum for the throat. As a singer, this is very important that I have this in plenitude. We make sure we're fully stocked with ginger beer because without this, you got no singer, you got no voice.
Now, as the backing vocalist, it's very important to eat as much cheese as you can, because cheese is really the key to singing proper backing vocals. So I make sure I eat as many different types of cheese as I can. We have provolone. We have more provolone.
This looks like somebody's science experiment.
Oh, I did that, sorry.
Okay.
It's been a tough month. So, what else can I tell you? Would you like to see my fruit basket?
The other key component that accompanies the Moscow Mule. This stays in the freezer, ginger beer in the fridge. It's amazing. We're actually doing a scientific study on why vodka becomes the consistency of a nectar when you put it in the freezer. Something strange about, I guess the actual water portion of it does kind of dry up, but it will not freeze over, so it stays in there for that reason.
I bet you can Google it and find out.
Yeah, I really am not that interested. So this is the
We don't know how to use Google.
And in pretty much 98% of the case, you cannot number 2 on a bus. You cannot.
Or number 3.
Number 2 is a big problem, and it's an expensive one. Not to say we haven't done it, but not we.
It's been done before. Not by us, of course.
These are all coffee cups and more liquor.
Yeah, there's more. We have more liquor, which is funny because half of us don't even drink. So it's really a lot of liquor. More to entertain guests if we bring friends on the bus and things like that. What else?
This is kind of the end of tour stock. I mean, this is the last night of the tour, so we're pretty much relegated to
the meat is pretty much gone, but the fruit remains. This is my fruit basket. I do have issues with it that we have to work out for the next tour. For one thing, amidst all the fruit is a big giant onion. I don't know why we have a big giant onion.
I do.
Why?
It kind of offsets the odor that accumulates throughout the course of a tour.
Because the onion smells better than me.
Aha!
Aha! Aha! So, this is a Honeycrisp apple, but I don't know if it is organic or not, because I saw it, I was like, oh look, a Honeycrisp, and then I peeled off the label and threw it away. Just because I just felt like this anal need to take off the label.
Okay.
Always have this. Never put it on an open wound. What else?
All right. So now we're
Please,
going down. This is what we call Bunk Alley, and for the reason it's called that is because there are a bunch of bunks. This is the alleyway that leads you to your sleeping quarters.
I thought this was called Shoe Alley, because usually it's filled with a million shoes.
Well, that's courtesy of Mr. Portnoy. He seems to have an array of shoes.
He's Mr. Schumann. That should be his name. It's like, I'm Hyman Shlomo Schumann. I play the drums.
So there's a reason why all of these are closed. You really don't want to see what goes on behind, unless you want to actually climb in with us.
You want to come in my bunk?
Everyone comes in his bunk.
Mm-hmm. So this is my bunk. There have been times that I have taken the top bunk. Usually,
this
to
one
get
is
on the top bunk.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is actually called a junk bunk. Yeah. This is an extra bunk where we can throw junk in. In this case, it's the cruise.
Yeah. The way to get on the top bunk is you put this in the middle, hopefully not on someone's hand there, and you climb in like that. What I tend to do now, there's another way that I used to do it, where I can't really do it here, but it would be this sort of thing where you go like this, and you flip up, and you go in like that. But I don't do that very often anymore.
That's how I get in my bunk.
That's how you... Yeah. This is Derek. Unfortunately, farts are heavier than air. This is my bunk down here. I take the bottom bunk, and I'm going to show you why. Ready? This is me sleeping. Ready? Like a dead person in my happy coffin. This is me waking up. And then I could just get right up. So... that's pretty much
sometimes
how
you go
it
over the
works.
toilet, but I don't know how it goes from to to fro.
So what I like to do is in my bunk, I keep all my accoutrements, for lack of a better word. So this is my bag of everything. And I keep the clothes that I'm going to be wearing so that everything is right there. I don't have to go on a freezing day outside and start sifting through. So this was vitamins. This is a hairbrush. This is a bag of like 1,000 toothbrush and toothpaste and floss. You never want to run out of.
It's a Brookstone bag. It looks pretty high tech.
This is an extra thing of hot sauce because I've been experimenting with a new flavor. This one has fresh blueberries, sour cherries, bourbon infused honey, cocoa nibs, little something coming together.
What hot sauce in his bunk?
Of course. What else? My lifeblood. Oh, that reminds me, sorry. Take this every day. Keeps the vampires away. Tastes like an old tea bag. But it's good for you.
This keeps everyone away.
Oh, and my extra pair of socks of Apollo. Yep, we have our own socks.
The sweet escape of alcohol.
Now this is something very uncommon that singers really should, in fact we should take these.
You gave me one of those yesterday, and I think that's why I sang so well.
Yeah,
I will have another, sir, if you don't mind.
It's actually just a Bayer aspirin.
St. Joseph's. Yeah. Baby aspirin.
So, stick it on the tongue and let it
do its thing.
It's a probiotic that is actually good for your throat. for the little buggies in your throat. And it might work. I think it does.
See, Ron and I are very health conscious. We really look after ourselves. We try not to put any impurities in our bodies, and just make sure that every day we're delivering for the fans.
You want to climb in my bunk? You got this big heavy cover here, and this is a pillow. Got Quest bars in case you get hungry in the middle of the night. Got my little phone charger there so I can, check everything. That's pretty much it. This is where life happens, in the bunk. All right, let's show you the back lounge. Then we'll all climb in my bunk.
This is where it's going to get a little tight because this is what we call the back lounge. The back lounge is usually inhabited by many bags and extra things that don't really fit in the front lounge when there are bodies and pillow fights. And this is where one can actually come to relax and get away from all the riffraff that's going on up there.
And hang your clothes.
And hang your clothes, yes.
Which I, again, have taken to doing. I usually don't. I leave it curled up in a ball until it smells like last month. And
this is R2-D2. He's having a little nap right now, but I
did start hanging up my clothes, and I found that they do dry eventually.
They do. Oh, good. But you know that the smell goes through the vents, and I actually a waft of Bumblefoot coming through.
So we bond.
Yes.
I enter them through the nose.
And so this is a miniature version of the front. You can see there's another television here that's never on. Stereo. Basically, it's a duplicate of what you saw up the front in the front area. And this is another.
Whose is this?
Next to the key hydration factor, we have to hydrate. This is Derek's actually.
Is it?
Yeah. We never got to partake in the
everything
ultimate,
on here.
the greatest ultimate.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Motherfucker!
Well, we have one more night. I think we can.
All right, we can watch it.
Marathon.
Excellent.
I just found out yesterday we had.
And it's full of shit. What the fuck, man?
This is where they hide Mike's stash.
This is where.
Green tea. I'll take one of these.
Look,
right
there's
now.
a green tea. There's another one of these. You know what? These are okay, but once you've spent a whole shitload of time in Thailand, in the Philippines, in Indonesia, and all my favorite places in the world,
you go back to green
nothing beats a young coconut, a delicious fresh coconut. I will trade my world for a coconut, my kingdom for a coconut.
I got an onion for you. So thank you for invading our bus. We are Sons of Apollo, sonsofapollo.com, facebook.com/Sons of Apollo, Ron Bumblefoot Thal, Jeff Scott Soto, and of course Billy Sheehan, Mike Portnoy, and Derek Sherinian. And we are Geronimo.
So yes, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure, and we hope to see you soon on the road. Enjoy our album, our debut album, Psychotic Symphony. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching.